right, off to work again today. This should be interesting, getting Puck ready today. Oh, he must have heard something because he's just got up. He was fast asleep in his bed and I thought, God, it's a bit earlier than usual. I'm probably going to have to drag him up. But he's actually got out of bed by himself. So we're quite chuffed with that. He obviously wants to come to work. There you go. Did you get up? Did you get up? You want to come today? Yeah. Okay, come on then. Let's get you in the car. Come on, dude. Let's go. Out you go. It's not that bad. Go on. Go, go, go. Brilliant. Oh, I should probably take a jacket today. It is forecast to chuck it down. So I'll do that as well. And I'll get Poke in the car. Right, are you all ready for work? Yeah. Are you ready for work, Bubba? Let's go. Let's go see what we're going to do today. Okay, so today we are... Oh, I should probably set my map, otherwise I'm going to get lost. I'm just going to randomly drive then. Just end up anywhere. Going to Bath again, 2 days in a row. Okay, so we're going to see a Cockerpoo with some territorial aggression issues. So he's not going to be too happy about me coming, but that's good because that means I get to see exactly what he does and we can straight away teach him how to deal with that. Also, not too happy about strangers approaching him on a walk. So he's clearly just very nervous by the sounds of it, very nervous of new people, very nervous of, oh God, I don't know what I've done to my mirror, very nervous of visitors to the house, strangers on a walk. Cockerpoos can be quite timid dogs, and if that switches, if something happens where they experience negativity when they're already quite a shy breed, it can easily then switch over into fear aggression. So we do see this a bit with Cockerpoos because they are what I would call one of the wussy breeds. So we need to raise his confidence, teach him that we don't deal with fear by being aggressive, and give him a better way to deal with things if he gets worried. But obviously the main focus is to get rid of the fear altogether, teaching them people, he doesn't have to be scared of people, and it's also not his job to protect the house, because I don't think anybody in their right mind is buying a Cockerpoo to be a guard dog. So yeah, his name is Boo. Bless him, cute name, and I'm sure he's going to be adorable. I'm just going to want to cuddle him, but obviously he's not going to like me very much to start with. So hoping to get some nice footage so that you can see kind of before and after scenario of how quickly we can change things like that. So we'll have to see, and I will get back to you. Oh, what else is going wrong with him? Oh yeah, bit of dog reactivity on walks as well, and I'm pretty sure I've got recall issues down there, which is quite common with the breed as well. That's the spaniel in there, and well, actually both. The hunting instincts of the poodle and the gun dog instincts of the spaniel means that they do get very easily distracted and want to go off and chase birds and all sorts of things really, and we can't have, if a dog that's got nervous aggression issues, recall needs to be absolutely perfect, because what if he's off the lead and a little kid goes running up to try and touch him, and he can't handle that and deals with it by lashing out. So recall needs to be perfect with every dog really, but it's even more vital when we've got aggression issues of any kind or nervous issues of any kind. So we will be teaching them how to get that sorted as well. This is 4 sessions we're doing with these people, so this is session number 1. I'll try and get some footage for you during the session, and I'll talk to you afterwards about how it all went, and then we can hopefully follow them through all 4 sessions and see how the dog progresses. I will talk to you later. Okay. Hello. Okay. Oh, wow. Right.
I've been warned about the barking.
Okay.
Hello.
Wow. Don't forget, always tell the visitor to ignore the dog.
Ignore the dog.
Brilliant. I would go, before I come in, go and pick the lead up, just so the visitor feels safe. Beautiful. Now that was so nice. And that's the first time. Imagine what that's going to be like when you've practiced it. I mean, she stopped barking real quick. All of the crazy stress that I was seeing when I first came in, gone. I mean, what a legend, Boo. Right, okay. Let's have a little meet. That's it, stay nice and chill. Just keep her in the heel position though, so pull her back round. If she's on the left, she needs to stay on the left. Beautiful. Okay, and now we're going to stop. So remember your body. That's perfect. Look at you. Look at you. Good girl. Give her a fuss, because if she won't, she's not interested in the boring treats, then good. Well done, mate. So good. She looks really pleased with herself. Look at her. She's like, yeah, I like saying good girl. So just block. That's it. Good. Perfect. That was absolute perfection, because it didn't give her time to get scared.
Okay.
Yeah, so she had a quick sniff, nothing bad happens, which reinforces positivity around dogs. And because we didn't allow her to stay in that face-to-face for too long, she then didn't suddenly get scared and do a snap. Perfect. Good girl. Well done, Boo. Oh, she's so cute. Look at that face. She looks really happy. Are you chilling now, eh? Are you going to stay chilled whilst I move around? Or are you going to get worried? Good girl. Good girl. Well done, Boo. Well done. Hi, guys. So, just leaving my session with Boo the Cockerpoo, who was absolutely sweet, but not ready for me to fuss her yet. She's very, very nervous, bless her. Really quite fear aggressive, territorial, not happy about me coming in, as you will have seen on the videos. But I'm hoping also, as you will have seen, we made some very, very good progress with her dealing with the doorbell and not going completely nuts. So we've got some great control and plans in there for resolving this behaviour, getting her out of it, getting her calm, learning to accept people coming in the house, not being scared. Obviously it's going to take some time, but she did extremely well, because she was a very scared little dog, and cockapoos are very sensitive normally, so it did take her a while. It took her quite a long time to actually relax. She stopped barking very quickly once we got her off the horrible harness, and did some work with her with the barking. She did calm down and stop the barking quickly, but she didn't then let go and actually just relax. She was kind of sat going, oh God, you know, I'm not allowed to bark now, so what shall I do instead? And that took her a little while to come out of, but gradually we got a nice yawn. She started moving her feet, and then we got her chilled out, lying down. She went to her bed, and I was able to give her some treats, which was great. Definitely not ready for me to try and fuss her. So we didn't do that, which, you know, we don't want to push them and make things worse. We need to set them up for a win situation, so that we're not getting added negativity to something that's already conditioned in her mind as negative. So we're not pushing that, and it might be, you know, it might take a few sessions before I can touch her. That's fine. I don't, you know, she doesn't need me to touch her, so that will be a gradual thing. But overall, I was really impressed with her. She was fabulous on the walk. Again, she'd been walked on a harness, which, if you know anything about our company, we really are anti-harness. They're not good for dogs at all, physically or mentally. So with the harness on, she had been allowed to basically kind of walk whatever side she wanted, pull and sniff anything she wanted. She was getting a bit reactive with other dogs. So we switched that. We've got her on a slip lead, which we're using both inside and outside the house, and oh my god, she walked like a dream. Yeah, unfortunately the owners never say the nice things when you're doing a video, but we did get at one point, oh my god, this is amazing. But sadly didn't get that on tape. But yeah, absolutely brilliant walk, loved it. She was so much happier once we got her outside and she wasn't in that territorial fear aggression mode. She just calmed down a hell of a lot, listened beautifully to the lead technique, and just learned loose lead heel work in I don't know, 20 seconds. She was incredible, probably less even. Met with Puck, as you saw, was really great with him. We just wanted to do a bit of work making sure that the owners know how to properly socialise and meet a dog, so that it's not just allowing the dogs to just, you know, be ahead of you on a lead and sniffing and jumping and doing whatever the hell they like. We need to socialise calmly. We need to make sure, especially with a dog like Boo, we need to make sure she's not getting scared and suddenly doing that little lunge nip that you see when they've been face to face for too long. That's a classic. So we did some work on that, as you'll see in the hopefully you've seen in the little clips. And yeah, walk was absolutely brilliant. We didn't need to do any off lead work because she's great off the lead, so that's really handy, and meant we could focus a lot more on the inside issues. Oh, one other fantastic thing that we had in the house is the neighbours came out, and I walked past the house, and apparently normally she goes absolutely ballistic when that happens, but she didn't make a sound. You could tell she'd noticed something, but she kind of just sat there and then looked at us and then didn't do anything. And yeah, that was another moment where we had a bit of a shocked wow from the owner. So yeah, really, really great session. Gonna take a bit of work. She is very, very nervous, and certainly I think it's going to be quite some time before strangers will be able to stroke her. But you know, that's not the end of the world. Strangers don't need to be able to stroke your dog. You know, it's nice, and it can be tricky when you've got a really cute little cockapoo that everybody wants to fuss, but it's not essential for them to have a really happy life that everyone on a walk can fuss her, or everyone that comes to your house can fuss her. What we do need to work on, and we're going to do, already started talking about muzzle training, so that obviously she can go to the vets and be handled with that sort of thing. That is really important. So yes, we're going to be working on that, but we don't need every visitor that comes to the house, or every person you bump into on a walk, every child that goes, oh, look at that cute dog, can I fuss it? No, you don't need that. Your dog doesn't need that. You know, it's not the end of the world if we don't get to that point, providing she is not kicking off, looking terrified, being really worried when someone else is in the house. If we can get her to a point of just complete neutrality, not bothered, but I don't really want them to fuss me, that's fine. I'll be happy with that, and I think any owner would be happy with that. I'm hoping we will get her to the point where actually she's going to go, do you know what, people are pretty good. I get treats when I'm chilled around them, and it's all great. And we could feasibly get her to that, but that is something that I'm not going to push. That needs to be a time and patience thing. The thing that has to be pushed and has to be dealt with is the aggression. You cannot have a dog snapping, going to bite. You know, they're a family, they have got children, there could be kids, other kids coming around the house, but you just can't have her behaving like that. So the most important thing in that session was that control. Letting people in the house, not being aggressive, not barking and scaring people, not barking at every little thing that goes past the window, which, you know, is just a dog being in stress mode constantly, which is not good for the dog, and it obviously annoys the neighbours that get barked at all the time. So yeah, it's about the dog. It's about making the dog calm, making the dog happy. We get everything to a stage where she's calm and comfortable, and then we can look at getting beyond and actually having strangers being able to fuss her. But like I say, that is not a priority at this stage. So I was really, really pleased with that session. I think her lovely owner, Shona, was a bit shocked at first because it's all very different from what she's used to, and that's completely normal. So we have to get past the emotional side of things to do what is best for the dog, which was fantastic because she listened. Great. I love it when we have owners that just listen, take it all in and go, oh yeah, that makes total sense, because it does. You know, once we let go of the humanization and start seeing them as dogs, as a different species, it's all very logical, it makes sense, and it's actually quite simplistic how we resolve things. So yeah, great owner, great dog, really enjoyed the session, and now I am going to go home and type everything up. I will talk to you in a bit. Right, so just got in from that lovely session with gorgeous little Cockerpoo Boo, and as usual need to do the paperwork side of things. So this one was a dog behaviour package, so what I need to do first is type everything up. So we always leave the owner with a pack leader manual, which has got all the foundation rules. So we have 5 foundation rules for them to follow, just basic ways of behaving in normal daily life, and then all the stuff that's personal to that particular dog and to that household. I will now be typing it all up, just because we find this really useful, and we do hope that the owners look at them, because obviously I've just been out for about 2 hours and 45 minutes with somebody, and yes, we've done a fair bit of work with the dog, but a lot of that time is just spent answering questions, talking to the owners, explaining things, helping them understand why we're doing what we're doing, and there is a lot to take in. It's important that we do it in a big session to start with, because we need to try and put everything in place together. If you're just doing it a bit at a time, you're not going to see the results. And it's not complicated stuff at all. It's very simple stuff, but there's quite a lot of new things. It's getting out of old habits, getting into new habits, doing things the right way, what to do specifically when the dog is behaving in a certain way, all of that. So it's quite a lot for us to expect them to just remember everything. Even I have to sit and take notes, because what I'm doing with one dog might be very different to what I did with the dog the day before. Even if it's the exact same issue, we're dealing with the dog as an individual. So, and also with the household and the owner and everything, you know, all of that's very individual. So just by tapping it up, specific headings, you know, what to do when visitors arrive, what to do if the dog barks at the window, it's all very broken up, very specific, so they can't forget any of it. And also, so they've got a nice little plan to follow. They can then give that to the family members, anyone that wasn't there in the session but that still needs to follow the same rules, and make sure we've got consistency in how we're dealing with the dog. So it's really important that we have that all written up for them, and we call it a personal behaviour modification plan, and it's just basically so they've got something in black and white that they can go, right, we know we've got visitors coming around today, let's just read this what to do when visitors come section, so that we're very clear in our minds on exactly how we're going to deal with that. So I'm going to sit and type all of that up now. Because it's a behaviour package, they will get access to our Top Dog membership, which gives them all 4 of our online video classes, which is always really important for the keeping up with mental stimulation. And a lot of people we find have done the basics. You know, the dog might know a sit and give a paw and a wait, but in terms of mental stimulation and giving the dog something to use that big brain that, you know, they're originally bred to do a job, whatever breed it is, it will still, you know, this is a Cockerpoo, highly intelligent. You know, your spaniels, gun dog, your poodle originally was a hunting dog, but also used for trick work and circuses and things like that. So we've got dog breeds here that are highly intelligent, motivated to want to work. And if we're just treating them like babies, and they're just pets and they just don't get to use those big brains, that can cause a lot of frustration and problems as well. So this is why when we're doing a behaviour package, yes, we're going to work really hard on the specific behaviour issues that need resolving, but we are also going to ensure that the dog's needs are being met. One of their needs is, you know, mental stimulation and doing some work. So that's why we talk them through the sort of training that's on the courses, and then we send them the lovely video classes, which anyone can get. But when you're buying an actual behavior package, we just give it you as part of the package, so that you're not having to buy that separately. It's just all comes in with it, because we want to make sure that people are following that, and getting that mental stimulation. It also obviously helps massively increase the bond with the dog, when they're just playing on their own with the toys. That's fine, not a problem, but engagement and actually interactive training really helps with leadership, really helps with the bond, and also really helps for them to just generally enjoy being with you, but in a more disciplined way than just getting fuss. So it's all good. So I'm going to be booking her onto those online classes, making sure she can access that, sending her info on the pack walks, because that's big part of the plan, as part of the package as well. She'll get the first 2 free, and then she can keep coming to those as much as she wants to. Obviously they're going to be great for the socializing and the reactivity issues, and just generally being around people with nothing bad happening, especially for this dog that has this fear of strangers. So yeah, pack walks are going to be really important for her. So yeah, I'm going to get all of this plan typed up, send that over, all the info, how to access the videos, how to access bookings on the pack walks, and then she's all set. We have a next session booked for 3 weeks time, so that I can go out, make sure everything's coming along smoothly. Obviously, in the meantime, the owners can contact me at any point if they need help or just ask a question or whatever. So we always give free advice and support for the life of the dog. So she'll be able to keep in touch, let me know how things are going. And then I can get to see her again and just make sure that everything is going right. See if there's anything she's still struggling with. If we need to tweak anything, we can do that. But fingers crossed, it went very well today. Providing they stick to it, which I'm sure they will. Very committed people, which is what we get, to be honest with you. I think if you're booking onto a behaviour package, you need to be committed, and our owners are always lovely people. Joy to work with people who are committed and really want to do what's best for the dog. So yeah, so that's my next step. I'm also gonna have some lunch, because I've just realised as usual, I forgot to eat today. I should really change the name of this to not come to work with me, but to come to work with a crazy workaholic menopausal woman who forgets to feed herself. I've only remembered that I haven't eaten today, even though it's, what time is it? 4 o'clock. Because I just fed the cat and went, oh yeah, I haven't had food either. God. So I'm going to have a sandwich while I work and remind myself to try and have breakfast tomorrow. Anyway, I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.